It doesn't matter what the narcissist has told you. It doesn't matter how your relationship has ended. It doesn't matter how catastrophic and everything like that, or how much they told you they hate you or anything like that. They will watch you afterwards, and they will persistently watch you afterwards. Remember, they measure their own success by where you're at in your life, and that's why they need to keep watching you. Once empaths and all the genuine souls, remember that the narcissist, you regulate the narcissist emotions, and now just because they've converted your supply source to one who was a primary supply to one who's going to be more of a negative supply, this you still regulate their emotions. Okay, they've got a different need for you now. Now when they've made you the enemy, they've got a different need for you, but still you regulate their emotions nonetheless. And oftentimes the chosen one, empath and genuine soul, is so confused, hurt, betrayed at the ending of a narcissistic relationship. It does take some time. More commonly than not, it takes a little while for you to recuperate, for you to see the blessing that I often always talk about that comes from the ending of these relationships. It takes you a little time to dig deep and see this. But the thing is they will be watching you when you're down. Okay? And this is reinforcing to them that they made the right decision. The thing is narcissists watch you for so long, okay? And it's an obsession. It's a sick, twisted, deranged obsession where they want to see you suffer. And when they start to see you like building yourself up, progressing, ascending, and I'm not telling you this so you get them back. They're going to get very, very nasty, you see? Because you're meant to stay down. You're meant to stay stuck. You're meant to stay broken. You're meant to stay hurt, never recover. And they're seeing you bounce back. I'm telling you, I've heard this from so many people's, one-to-one sessions that I do. And also, some of these people I've spoken to, and then afterwards they've seen the patterns, right? Afterwards they've seen the fake profiles. Afterwards they've seen this stuff and they've realized, oh, the narcissist is watching them. At the time of discussion, some of them didn't think the narcissist was watching them. Just like you might think, no, they're not looking. They are, all right? They all follow this pattern. This is what they do, all right? I used to say in early videos, if we didn't have phones and social media and stuff, you would go to work in the morning and you would see narcissists in trees and bushes, like watching their targets. Like they would be in bushes and trees, all right, and they wouldn't be bird watching. They'll be watching you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is seriously. Okay, you have to understand what phones and technology power gives to a narcissist. It's also, not a good thing. It's also a poison to them. By them having this, access to looking at people's lives through social media, and you rightfully should post on your social media if you want to. But I'm saying, with the way they have this access to spy on you, it makes them sick. Where they need it, like these platforms. Okay, like this is going a bit deep, but just bear with me. These platforms, even YouTube, say to some degree. But it's more intense with things like TikTok, I believe. I don't use it, but TikTok and Instagram and these things, it sets off neurological chemical releases like dopamine and stuff like that, right? So the narcissist is having the sick obsession of wanting to see you suffer, mixed with the social media natural highs and lows and stuff like this, that they get dopamine rushes. And also if they're seeing you suffer, then they're getting a kick from that, right? So this is a lot of supply you produce to them. And that's what I've spoken to some people that choose to actually step away from social media. I remember there was this one guy I spoke to a long time ago. I hope you don't mind me saying it. But he stepped away from social media entirely. Okay, he actually deleted his social media. And I said, he's like, nah, that's what you've done. And Similarly, what often happens is, and I've heard this from a few people, is you often lose people around you through narcissistic relationships. Whether you've got a narcissistic boss or whatever, partner, at work, business partner, relationship, romantic relationship, family member, you often can lose some people that are nearest and dearest to you, through you being enmeshed in these relationships with narcissists. You see, and that's why that gentleman I told you about earlier, that's why he stepped away from it, because he didn't have any affiliation. Now, he didn't have any affiliation with old friends and things like that. So this is really what it is. This is really what it is. They will watch you for a very long time. Okay, and if you need to step away from social media, you can, if you want to. What I would advise you to do, seriously, is don't get in the tit for tats with them. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let them go on with their lives. Right? Like, don't get in tit for tats with them on social media and stuff like that. There's no point. You couldn't have communication with them even when they were pretending to be authentic and true and transparent and kind and loving and loyal and whatever else. Right? Even when they were pretending to do that, you couldn't have clear conversations with them. So you're not going to be able to communicate through posts and stuff like that to them. All right? They ain't going to understand you properly. All right? They ain't going to understand you properly. They'll understand you, but they're going to take it as insults. They're going to take everything as insults. All right? This is the nature of them. They get narcissistic injuries. They're very vulnerable. They take insult to everything. Right? And this is a pattern that I've seen in sessions with people that have engaged in, doing tit for tat with narcissists and stuff like that on social media. Because the best thing to do is ignore them. Like, I see trolls in the comment section, right, and things like that. I just remove them. I just remove the comments. I remove them, and I think it removes them from the channel so they can't comment again, right? Sometimes YouTube itself removes comments, and probably stops people from commenting. That can happen as well. And sometimes YouTube's wrong in the ones that they choose, because people have said something, they've commented again and said, "Oh, my comment got removed," and things like that. But anyway, I'm going off the topic. Look, just understand they've got a sick obsession that they will watch you. They need to see you suffering. So it's not a reason to try and ascend and develop. You should want to do that as a human being, become the best version of yourself from negative experiences that you encounter. Try and rise above them and triumph them. This is what it is. So look, another thing, don't post when you're down. Don't try to emotionally make the narcissist understand and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you are doing that. Put it in the comment section. It just dawned on me now, this second. I thought, do you actually say that you're down or things like that? You're not gonna, narcissist ain't gonna realize your value that way. And really, that's the best thing you're gonna achieve from the whole. Not the best thing. No, the best thing is your ascension and growth. But the best you're gonna get from a narcissist understanding is just them realizing when they run into toxic people what you actually possessed as an authentic soul, genuine soul, an empath, chosen one, right? That's really realistically the pinnacle of what it's going to be. And still, that's from a self-absorbed perspective, so then they start watching you with envy. The root of this narcissism and psychopaths and sociopaths and things like that, and these toxic individuals, is actually envy, and the root of envy is demonic. Okay, to be quite clear, it is demonic or negative forces. It's a low vibrational thing to envy, right? And that is what they consist of. They envy you. right? And it's not often talked about because the victim of narcissistic abuse is left so low and broken that they'll think, why would the narcissist envy someone? But they do envy, right? They do envy. They do envy. So anyway, look, just be vigilant. You know, I guarantee a lot of you have got the narcissist in your followers or your contacts or something like that. Like they made fake profiles and stuff. They do that. Family members even do that shit. You know, family members will make fake profile. People will bother you as a chosen one. You gotta just realize that people will become a nuisance to you. And that's why the best thing that you can do is keep your mind pure. And something that I'm going to try and enforce now, like I've been mentioning, is about you wishing well for them. Go and be, you know, find some other distraction other than you. You know what I'm saying? You want them to go and find some other distraction other than you, right? Or other than us. You want them, you know, you want narcissists to just go off and get on with their own lives. That's really what you want. And I know some of you can't wrap your head around that yet because you're still searching for validation from them. And that might sound like I'm belittling, but that is true. All right. The empath, the chosen one, genuine soul can actually search for validation from the narcissist, right? After relationships end. Okay. And it's like clarity or closure that they're after. You find it from inside yourself. Honestly, you find it from inside yourself. And when you elevate and grow and ascend, you know, you'd never turn back or want to turn back to a narcissist ever again in your lives, right? You'd never want to do that. So leave them. If they want to watch you, you know, either step away from social media for a bit, let them get distracted. It's not even like you wish them to be ill, like wish them to bad on someone else, but you don't want them troubling you. You really want them to go on with your lives, like on with their lives, all right? Like, you know, let them get annoyed. Let them get bored of spying on you and stuff. Let them get bored of that. You know, get bored of it. Get bored of spying. You're doing what you're doing, you know. Continue to post if you post. Continue to do your thing. Just get them out of your mind. Like, regardless of them, don't think about them when you post. Don't do anything, you know, to them. Just do you, you know, however you express yourself when you post. Do that, you know what I'm saying? Just be real with it, you know? So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. Check out the spiritual channel or scroll through some more content on this channel as well, because I'm sure there'll be something there for you. All links you need are in the description box below, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.